boys and girls. Today we had a lot of issues with constant index on 26 here. And I've already down the machine, flipped it off. The point is, with indexing issues, well, with any issue that you're looking at in a machine, the first step, as you can see here, we're still having the issue. It's indexing all around, it's just going on its own. When it's coming around, even if I look this up, that's, wow. When I was watching it earlier, and I should have taken video, shame on me, I didn't. Got a lot of pins on top because of it. What you're checking here is your index lap right here. Check your paddle, make sure it's freely moving. This is moving pretty free at the moment. You got your C leg, comes right here to your short leg, goes to your latch. Now I already checked the adjustment of the, up there at the top. When it's all the way forward, latch is all the way open. When it's all the way back, latch is back, but it's not back too far. So that wasn't it. So very simple part. Now you can go through and you can check your lubrication, you can check, see if anything's binding between there and here. But you're not going to find the problem, because what it is right here, the lower guard was left loose by somebody. Hello to a whole lot of issues just like that. They only put one bolt in here, so this kept sliding over, hit the short link and binding the short link to the point where it just kept cycling. So the quick and simple fix today is going to be putting a bolt in, over here on the opposite side. Now these take 4 bolts. More often than not, you should put all 4 bolts back in. Right here today, just to get this done and out of the way so we can get open play going again, I'm just going to stick one more bolt back in here. This is simple. Simpler than my Allen's apparently. Put that on. We're going to put this in the back corner because they clearly got it in the front corner on the other side. And we're going to tighten it down. This will cause issues when you don't put your machines back together properly, when you leave out parts due to laziness or anything else. So let's get this tightened up here. The thing we're going to check while we do this, so long we do. Obviously I grabbed the wrong one, but this won't spin. So for troubleshooting purposes, I'm going to come back, I'm going to grab some shorter ones, and I'm going to put all 4 back in. But just to make sure that that's the only issue here, we're going to go ahead and turn this back on and cycle it, now that it's not sitting on the long link, and make sure the turret responds properly. It doesn't just continuously cycle. Climb out. Nobody else working with me, so I know the machine's clear. Turn the machine on. Now this is why you say every time you make adjustment, you do a repair, you make sure that repair works. Second ball, cycle again. Cycle it again. And what I'm doing while this cycles, I'm watching all in here to make sure I see everything moving back and forth as it should with each pin. I can see the latch down there opening up. Shouldn't be coming too far forward, it shouldn't be going too far back. If it's doing either one of those, your adjustment's right down here. They make a bolt-on repair kit that goes somewhere that will keep it from over traveling. If you do your adjustments right, you don't need an add-on for that. At this point, I'm going to say we're all better. So now that the machine's functioning properly, I'm going to shut it back off in the back here. It's still on. If they want to give it out right now, they can. That's fine. Because I know weekends, open play, a whole lot of people come up out of nowhere. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our bolts ready. Got our socket head Allens here. Well, there's got 3 of them. I want this slightly longer. Like I said, the one I grabbed is a bit long. These ones are a bit quite a bit shorter, so I should be able to thread those in. Now that we know that resolved our issue, the machine came up, it went into a 180, it waited for pins. So we're actually going to cycle it back down. And we want it set in, well, I have it set in pins anytime I'm doing this. You can do it while it's at 270. Or it's, I guess it's still 270. You could do it while it's checking for pins or putting the pins back down on first cycle. I prefer to have the table all the way down, give myself a little bit more room to work. Since we are climbing in here and they don't know what I'm doing, I put the breaker off in the front, pull the power, which I should have done the first time. Shame on me. We'll get in here. And get the proper hardware installed where it's missing. Now you can see it's hanging down. That's how much too long that screw was I used. That's hanging way down. But I've got a better one in here. We'll just tighten that right back up there. Now it's sitting up where it's supposed to be. Now, in the same line of this needs to be up and tight, if, for example, I took it off to run league, if I noticed it only had one bolt in there, and I just took out the one bolt and left it off, your problem then becomes you can get jams on top of the deck where your 8-pin and 9-pin, your 8 and 9 pin, if they're slightly off to the side when the deck comes up all the way, what this guard will do, they'll push that pin back out. If this pin is sitting all the way in without this cover on there, it'll hit the bottom of the frame here, and when it hits the bottom of the frame, it'll lift the frame, and there's your deck jam switch. So as it raises the turret up, it knows there's a jam, or I guess that's your turret jam switch. So when it raises up, and it raises up the turret, it'll activate the switch there and shut your machine off. And sometimes it's a lot harder than other times to get that pin unjammed. So it's better to put up with having to come over here and clear the jam several times during league from the constant indexing than it is to deal with the jamming on top of the deck and have the machine black out. Now we got the second one installed here. Swing back over to the other side. This one is probably loose because it was swinging all over. Yeah, stuck now. Wasn't all that loose, so it could still be tight, and that pan can still move. In fact, if a pin comes up and it bops that pan over, when this is tight, it's going to hold even more friction on here. All that much more reason to get your bolts back in. You leave out nuts and bolts because you didn't have a few extra minutes to come in and fix something, you're causing issues for the next person or for yourself later down the road. So tighten up number 4 here. There we go. Pan is no longer loose, no longer rubbing inside here. So our short leg is saved because, well, you don't want to wear down your short link and have that break in the middle of something because the pan's loose. So now that we got all that correctly reassembled, we're out of the machine. Again, it's nobody working with me, so I know it's clear. Grab my plug, plug it in, we'll turn it on. Turn it on in the back. And see, they gave it out while I was working on it. I'm going to clear it one last time. And I can see they gave out the lane. So once this is done, I'm just going to let it run. Drop my middle switch here so that it'll turn off when they're done. Our customers can now happily bowl on a machine that will work properly. And that's how long it took to do it the right way.